Hi, it's Robert again. We've had some questions about the mid-semester exam for FRA, so I thought I'd make an announcement by video. It's going to be easier to talk you through exactly how you should prepare and what you should expect on the paper. Now, one of the questions we've had are there any multiple choice? There are no multiple choice. If you have a look at the sample papers I've put on UTS online, you'll see there are no multiple choice in any of those, and the structure is going to be generally similar to those previous papers. So if you haven't found them yet, please have a look. Now let me tell you I'm not going to tell you what topics are going to be on the exam. The coverage is topics 1 to 6, so given the flooding, that means everything covered in weeks 1 to 7. There will be 5 questions, and they will total 60 marks. So the first question is 10 marks, it's theory. The second question is 15 marks, it's practical. The third question is 15 marks, 10 marks practical, 5 marks theory. The fourth question is practical, 10 marks, and the last question is theory, 10 marks. So that adds up to 60 marks. Now, bear in mind it's a 2-hour exam, so that's 2 marks a minute. Some marks may take you less time, some marks may take you more time. So be careful to plan your time. So overall, what we have are 25 marks of theory and 35 marks of practice. That's for all of you sitting the main exam. Now, I know there are a few people who, for various reasons, have needed a rescheduled exam. If you are one of those, you should speak to me, because the structure of your exam will be different. So don't assume that it's going to be structured exactly the same way. Okay, hopefully that's answered questions about the paper. Now, a question we get every semester is how should you study? And it's very hard for me to answer this question because everybody studies differently. So material that I think you should know, you should have enough material to understand the lectures and to be able to do the self-study problems. So some people prefer to do the reading first, some people prefer to do the lectures first. I think the textbook we use is pretty good. If you have a problem reading the textbook, or the textbook appears boring to you, a good way of approaching the material is to first look at the lecture material and then look at the self-study problems. And as you get stuck on issues in the self-study problems, use that to help you read. Because when you're looking for something and you're reading, it's a lot more interesting to read that way than to read sort of pointless mumbo-jumbo all over the place. So, that can be a way of approaching it. Make sure you feel comfortable with the self-study problems. Don't forget the solutions are all on UTS Online. If you have any questions about them, you can ask questions on UTS Online. Another thing that I would strongly recommend is have a look at the past exam papers that we've put up. The sample exam papers that we've put up. These sample exam papers are drawn from a test bank. We use this test bank to set questions. Sometimes we'll write a new question and add that to the test bank. Sometimes we'll take an old question and just change the numbers. But we've got in our test bank a range of questions covering most of topics 1 to 6. So if you feel able to answer most of the questions on the past papers, it's never a guarantee, but it's probably a strong indicator that you're reasonably well prepared. So, lectures, self-study questions, and as you go through them, you will look at the textbook to help answer your questions, and look at the past papers, and use that to also help you look at the textbook. I hope that's been reasonable guidance. If you have any other questions, I can put up another announcement. Getting up to 5 minutes, so I'd better stop. Just ask the question on UTS Online. There is a discussion forum there where you can talk about the exam, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, good luck in the exam, although I'm sure I will see you before then. Okay, bye.